think anybody's been.
All right, YouTube up. Facebook up.
Yeah.
Let's get started. We'll be at 9 o'clock. We'll hurry up.
Thanks.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All power to the people. It's the Brothers and Podcast, the Black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh, listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again.
Finally take
Episode, take 100.
100.
Episode number 50. What, 2 more weeks?
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks? What?
What's up?
What happened to be a year?
Oh, yeah.
What, do you pay attention to anything on the show? Probably not.
I'm here.
Sad. Absolutely
Probably
sad.
not. Shout out to everybody that's out there watching on Facebook Live. Shout out to everybody watching on the YouTube. What else we on, y'all?
All the iTunes.
We on iTunes,
Google Play,
Stitcher, Castbox, Podbean, TuneIn, Spotify.
I found us on another app that do podcasts the other day, and I ain't never heard of it. I was like, oh, we on this too? By the way, we are 5-star rated on iTunes.
Appreciate everybody that's
I'll let you
rating
play
us.
all 8 ratings.
Everybody on the on the Twitter
rated,
reaching
right?
out. Appreciate everybody on the Instagram.
I
Giving
challenge
y'all
you to
2
listen and
cents.
not like it.
Hey, who them niggas that rated us, though? You know any of them niggas?
No, none of them.
No, they're from Twitter.
Shout out.
Shout out to them cats. If you want to holler at us, we are on brotherspodcast@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at brotherspod. We are on Instagram at brotherspodcast. And we also on Facebook, so you can watch the live stream, or YouTube, so you can watch the live stream back or whatever.
All our fans, really fans are watching. Email us and we'll send y'all all a complimentary pair of our draws. Souvenir.
Complimentary pair of draws.
Shout out to the gantry. We got
Clean.
Ken
No,
Dog,
they want them clean.
Got scared.
former guest host Erica, D, and Marcus, and then intern Stephanie just came down. So the gantry D. Me and Marcus were just talking about Instagram and how these chicks got this come up off Instagram or whatever. And it's funny because you were talking about selling your draws. Some of them chicks, they sell their draws on Instagram.
They hustling.
They be like, the first 10,000 whatever, I'm gonna pick a person and send my draws to, my worn draws.
Whoa.
That's what D?
There goes.
D say that's disgusting. So for all you cats out there that's listening, paying for draws, you think you're nasty. I say, if you want to pay for draws, pay for some clean, fresh draws.
Why would you, if I'm gonna get, if
If
I'm gonna get Rihanna draws, I don't want the clean, fresh. I want the one fresh off her ass on stage.
Oh wow. What?
Yeah, that's
What you gonna
true.
do?
That's what the cats do. They like
Huh?
What you gonna do?
worn,
That's enough
sweat
pressure.
stained draws. I don't think I pay for no worn draws, y'all. I don't think I'm paying for that.
If this Rihanna draw, you might as well go get some draws out the store.
What's the show? Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
Remember they was selling the panties, supposed to be worn panties from jail people, but they was putting tuna fish juice on it.
That's gross.
That's hilarious.
That's
What?
beyond disgusting.
That's hilarious. Tank, how you feel, brother?
All right. Talking about reread draws, man. Mentally.
Brittany, how you feel?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad we finally got on tonight. You know, niggas can't be on time.
This nigga here.
Brittany barely on time.
And listen,
Come on.
but don't matter. I'm still here on time. Hungry the mother.
Brittany is upset because we not on time ever.
No, because I'm the latest motherfucker you probably ever come across in your entire goddamn
Yeah,
life.
and
I'm
like if you're a part of the show, then you already know that we never on
We
time.
never on time. Man.
Ever.
Okay.
But you know what? We always on time on your podcast.
Hey,
That's what's up.
shout out.
What y'all want to talk about first? College things, since ain't nobody else.
Let's talk about the college thing. Let's talk about the white privilege.
So it was a scandal
Scandal.
that the FBI came out. They did an investigation and found out that all of these colleges, there's a whole bunch of them on the list, had been admitting people based on payouts, like fake videos saying that they athletes when they not.
Right.
Basically, they've been greasing the palms of the
SAT
college to let
scores are high.
they non-smart, non-athletic white kids in the school So it's a whole backlash on
Rich
this.
niggas could do it.
But they've
too.
been doing that shit for so long.
It's possible.
Here's the thing.
It's possible for rich niggas to do it too.
But you know, that's my thing. I don't get the whole thing in general because I thought that's how college worked. That's what we done brought college to, was you get money, you get in.
Yeah.
Because usually you just buy a building or donate to a building
But that's
and
not
then they
enough
let your
now.
kid
It
in.
seems like that's not enough nowadays.
But then what they want you to do, you know how much you
Exactly what they're doing now. So they're giving donations, quotation marks.
Right.
They're giving donations of 50, 60, 70, 100, $500,000 for my child to get in. Fuck his SAT scores. Fuck his GPA. Fuck the fact that he ain't never bounced the ball in his damn life. But I want them to go to this school. This school because
The
it's
crime
prestigious.
is though they getting on scholarships.
Well, not just that.
It's not scholarships. I mean,
Not
it's
just
fictitious.
they also cheated on SATs.
T's,
so
yeah.
SAT scores.
They
But
ain't even taking
But
it to the class.
you have those who have scored. It was one of the case in was a girl in Florida who her SAT score was high. And when her SAT score was very high, she had to hire a lawyer just to prove that those were her actual SAT scores, and she did not cheat.
What's the nigga who had the check? He
And
had,
she
got
black.
he had got a new job and he was cashing his first check at the bank, and they said this fake, and they made him stay there while the police
I
came.
don't know, nigga.
And the nigga, you know what I'm talking about? And
Yeah,
then it
I
turns
know
out
what
the check wasn't nothing but for a stipend, $1,000.
Right.
A nigga can't cash $1,000 check without them saying that shit ain't real. And but they let these kids put fake heads on videos. I heard it was a video for these girls to get into USC as track athletes on a scholarship, but they ain't never run track in high school.
Never.
So they took a video of other girls in their high school running track and superimposed their head on top of it. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, bro.
But it speaks to the fact that they will do anything just so that kids can get into these particular colleges that hold some type of weight with their name to look good. You have one of the stars, who is Full House Aunt Becky. Her kids didn't even want to go to school.
Lori something?
Lori Laughlin, I think.
Yeah.
She her
You
kids
like
didn't
that
even
whole
want to go to
bunch
school.
of She cute. You think that whole cute though?
She cute and dumb.
He say she cute.
That raggedy
Okay.
bitch. Look,
Becky going to jail.
Aunt Becky going to jail. We
You on
know.
Facebook?
Yes.
and,
If you want to add to the show real quick on Facebook, I know Slim had hit us up last week and said why we don't answer questions. Brittany do have a Facebook live going
Yeah,
this
I'm on
week.
the. Yeah.
So
no.
if you live right now on Facebook, we can talk to you back and forth. But yeah, Becky going to jail, big dog.
but I ain't got no problem with the hustle. I don't really.
The hustle or what?
Them paying to get they
I
go
do.
to that school. I don't really give a fuck. I might do the shit too if I had the money. But my problem is when it's the big and they give the niggas who do less. They want to throw them niggas in jail and shit.
Mhm.
Whatever. These crackers ain't going to jail.
But my thing is,
Slap on
it's the
wrist.
funny part though that not one of these white kids had to prove anything, or the proof was so small, or it was easy to be manipulated. However, a black person who gets the merits, who does the hard work and all the other stuff, won't even get considered. Won't even get considered because they don't have. It's not even the money behind their names, what they look like.
What presidential candidate is talking about affirmative action? They were trying to get rid of that shit for the
I
past.
know Trump want to get rid of it. It was in one of the bills he wrote that got
This is why
rejected.
affirmative action can't be getting rid of because
Exactly. That's why I said I have a problem with it because this is why we still need affirmative action. Well, you know, I was looking into this before we got on the thing. You know that Harvard lets in more legacy children per year than they let in new black kids. So Harvard accepts more people into Harvard that their parents went to Harvard per year than they accept black kids coming into Harvard. That's crazy. If any other school had that stat, people would freak out.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right. But again, it's Harvard. It's the prestige behind the name, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing too about we saying it's okay
It's
that
not.
it's okay that these niggas got money, so they pay their money and get their kids.
But it's been
in.
going on for so long. The issue is that they got caught.
I ain't saying that
And
it's okay.
even then, they got caught on a federal level. Honestly, they've been doing it for so long. They get caught federally. This wasn't an issue.
Right, because that's how the game is.
Right. Lori Loughlin
Right.
would Aunt Becky still be Aunt Becky. She wouldn't lose Hallmark endorsements.
When I say I ain't got a problem, that don't mean I'm saying that it's right. I just understand the hustle. This how the system is set up. Everybody gonna try to play the game or whatever. If you get caught, then you get
You know what
caught.
I'm saying? So what this gonna lead to? Because for me, I feel like this should be the crack in the door that we need to kick it all the way open so we can get rid of this pay for college bullshit.
And have, so what you're saying is the post-secondary education be free
Yeah.
from a public standpoint.
Because it should be about the merits or your want of achievement, not about how factual
But
daddy
in
pockets
in that same conversation, though, would you say then, will these schools have to accept those who apply and qualify, or will they still be able to pick and choose?
You can still, it's so many colleges, you can still pick and choose.
But it's so many colleges, right? But it's not a whole lot of colleges that people like that hold that prestige behind their name that people want to get into.
The prestige thing will drop down if we stop paying for college. Prestige comes from the amount of money that a college costs. If I go to FSCJ, Florida State Community College,
It's still going to be standards to get
It's
into
a
certain
certain-
schools.
right, it's
I
right.
agree.
So it's still
But
going to be
listen,
prestige.
but listen to what I'm saying.
What you saying?
If I go to FSCJ
Yeah,
and I get a degree in general education,
right.
and if I go to Harvard and get a degree in general education, I have a degree in general education.
No, no.
The prestige that's attached to the Harvard
It's with the
degree
name.
is with the name.
No,
But what I'm saying is
No,
that
no.
name prestige would come down if Harvard didn't
I don't
cost
think so.
$100,000 a year more than FSCJ.
I'll tell you why.
But you can still get the same jobs with either one.
I'll tell you why it ain't gonna come
I think you'll
down.
get paid more money.
Because it ain't gonna come down because if it's harder to get, it don't matter if the college saying, it's harder to get into here because then you have certain grades and certain levels that you need to get. Anybody can go to FCCJ. But you
FCCJ?
whatever that shit called, kind of shit. But you got to have a certain GPA and all that shit to get into Harvard. So it ain't. It's gonna hold different weights. still.
Okay, well let's take something like Harvard versus University of Florida. Harvard is still more prestigious. So that's gonna come down to equal out. It's still gonna come down to equal out in
It
some
ain't
way.
gonna be equal because it still got the name of Harvard and Yale. It still hold weight.
Princeton.
This whole weight.
But it hold weight now. You
Even if you get rid
I
of
don't
the shit,
think, I don't
because
think it will
it's
not because of that, because of the legacy that's been built up behind it. It's gonna take forever.
Wait a minute. This is
Regardless if you take the amount away from it, it's still gonna have some level of
I
prestige.
believe
because everybody not
I agree
holding
with
it.
that. Ivy League is Ivy League. But once you take away the prestige of the
How
money,
you get in though?
then the prestige.
But how do you get into school?
That's what I'm saying. Once you take away the money aspect of it and the exclusivity of it
Yeah.
or whatever, then it's gonna be on the merits. So the prestige they would get is earned. So I wouldn't even care. That's earned prestige. If your daddy got $150,000 and my daddy got $150 and I'm a better student than you get the prestigious college because you have more money. That's not earned prestige. But if you take away the money aspect of it and you just study harder than me so you get accepted in, you earned that prestige. So I'm not mad at that.
Well, that's all I'm saying. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We're saying it's
I'm
gonna
not
be-
mad
What
at
are
it.
we talking about? Goddamn?
I'm not mad at that.
Circles.
But if that's what I'm saying, like, we gotta do something about it though. Like the fact that nobody really give a fuck about this is crazy.
I don't look. I care more about because it
I
is.
care because you have those who probably did everything they needed to do to get into these colleges, but got booted off the list because you was able to pay
Yeah,
$150,000
no.
Well, they suing the hell out of all
more
these
than I
colleges.
can.
USC might not even survive.
You know,
They get sued
so I
so
do
much.
give a fuck about
It's
that.
a cold
I do
world
give a
with a
fuck about the
sweater.
fact that
They say cold world get a sweater.
true, but I do give a fuck
I
about the
disagree with
fact
that, but
that you know, if I could have paid for somebody to tamper with my SAT scores, I might be at Florida State.
okay, let's talk about that real quick.
You know, and I want to know how is that
How is
possible?
this possible?
How is that possible?
Has a nigga ever taken the SAT? Anybody in here took the SAT?
I did.
Marcus
couple
SAT?
times.
We all some
Well, the way that
non-schooling
they
ass
do-
niggas. Eric, you took the SAT?
So fuck, I'm.
Where did you take the SAT at? At school. But wasn't it like you had a Scantron, you had to sit at the table, it was a state person, not
Yeah,
a
I
school
took mine
person?
at I took mine at FCCJ. I think I did. FCCJ or you
Was it on
No.
the computer?
But see, this
No,
what
it wasn't
happened.
on the computer.
But it was a Scantron.
It was like a scan.
So how
This-
did
let me
so
tell you.
And you had to sit. It was an actual. They gave number one. You could not go in there with nothing. Okay,
Right.
nothing at all.
No.
Except they gave you pencil. They gave you a calculator. I think they gave you a calculator. Yeah. And you had a scratch sheet of paper that they
you know why I
provided
wasn't on the
for you.
computer bring down, I just thought you old as fuck.
Yeah, I'm
Ain't nobody young in here?
right because I'm just
Everybody in
saying.
here old.
But they
I
had
think
a
it's on the
proctor in there
computer
that
now.
you could not bring nothing in there. And at the end of the day, there's no way to cheat on the shit. And you have to turn the scratch paper.
What they're paying for, if they get a certain, I don't know what they call it, but they'll get away. They ain't gotta go through the shit that the regular students take.
They will make some. They'll have somebody else take it
Yeah,
for
they'll have
them.
some, or they'll have somebody in there while they taking it.
The ACT went on the computer for me either.
They skip past all that shit
Yeah.
or whatever, and they have somebody right
So
there
that
with
somebody
them.
will take it for them.
Yeah,
I want to know.
That's crazy as fuck.
But this my
I hadn't even shown my ID for the shit, so I'm just trying to
That's what I'm
understand.
saying. Like, this is deeper than that. Like, this a whole. That's why the FBI was involved. It's people from state education levels going to jail. It's all kinds of stuff. You can't fake the SAT without somebody from the state Department of Education helping you out.
But let me ask you.
Those schools are like, that's basically the same as voter fraud. Because it's so hard to fake a ballot, bro. To have a voter fraud ballot, it's the same thing.
As a matter of fact, my dad, he's blind. He gets an absentee ballot. Of course, his signature is going to change every time he signs it. I was telling him to get a stamp. Every time he does his vote, he sends it in. I guarantee they send him a verification thing that he has to sign because his signature does not match what they have on file.
Well,
all the time.
He need to move to North Carolina where the Republicans don't care about that shit. And they just can let them absentee ballots and get their dog in the office.
Right, pretty much. Pretty much.
But the parallel with the school shit though, is like they're paying to get something that they want, and it's the same thing that the politicians do. The lot of this, like the private prison, back this candidate to push for harder laws or whatever, and then they pass laws and they lock more people up for the state and give the private prison. It's all the Ponzi scheme.
Capitalism is
Or
perverse.
whatever shit. It don't have to be though.
And you call me a commie.
It don't know. No, it don't have to be.
Do it have
Anything
to
can be perverse.
Do it have to be?
No, it don't.
No, it don't. Is it?
Why is it is the question. Why
Because of the human element.
Because of human
But it's
element.
never gonna not be humans in the system. You want robots to run it?
No, the human element don't pay attention to what they need to. So what the fuck
I
is going about it?
honestly think this whole school scandal thing is all tied. It's another example of white privilege, to be honest with you.
Of course it's white
That's
privilege.
another example of white privilege. And the white folks sit out here and say the white privilege ain't real. Here's your example. White
I don't know
privilege.
about that.
Here's one of
I
the
mean, white
examples.
privilege comes
It is.
Are they being
Well,
punished for it?
I mean, what now?
Are they being punished for it?
They're in the process.
They're in the process of putting the case. We can't say
There's some
they're
people,
punished.
yeah,
But they
they're
not
in the
last week.
process.
Well, the white privilege part
But
comes
probably
in
not.
is when
You probably have
they,
to pay a hefty fine.
is that they're not gonna get punished
And that's
for
it.
the shit.
They're gonna get their endorsements pulled, and that's about
But
it.
they're not gonna get punished for the shit.
They're not.
But
But
the
I
part
think a
of
coach already got locked up who was a black guy
yeah.
who got locked up already for the situation.
But the part of it that's not white privilege or whatever is that anybody who's rich could just pay them to get.
I don't think so. I think it's white rich people who do that. I don't
No,
think anybody who's rich.
I'm pretty sure Russell Simmons could give this
I
whatever
agree with
it
you
is,
with
get Anthony
Money.
Simmons and
I
whatever the fuck
think.
But Russell
you
Simmons,
take
Russell Simmons would get punished.
you, Jax Rogers, Anthony Rogers, whatever the fuck your name
He ain't got that
is.
money to do it.
Right. If you was a billionaire right now, but nobody knew who the fuck you was, and you went and did the same shit, guaranteed that shit would fly. But
No, he
if
doesn't
people
do
knew
that
who you was out there, you was
I will
out there
say,
with $1 million, yes you would.
I think for black people, I do think being rich or money equals things out, but I don't think it ends the white privilege because
I don't think it equals
Henry
all
Gates, or who was the professor at Harvard, walking in his house, they was like, nigga, you don't live here.
Well, yeah.
So, you
I'm
know,
saying
he-
white privilege,
like,
they're not gonna get punished, and that's white privilege.
Chris Rock posts every time on Twitter or Instagram when he get pulled over by the cops.
So you mean lawfully punished or like punished?
We mean fairly punished, equally punished.
Jail time.
Yeah, they not gonna. This is a
That's
huge
all that
scam.
Right, it
This
is.
gonna be some slap on the wrist shit. People already, you know, like the chick from Full House. They put $1 million bond. She bonded out. Her husband, because her husband's part of, he bonded out on his $1 million bond. Now,
the lady from
just
Desperate
to-
Housewives, whatever that show
right,
was,
and just to show equal punishment
and her husband.
or whatever. Usually, when some shit like this happen, if it's a white collar, because it's white collar crimes, right? If it's a white collar crime, they usually slap a no travel ban on a nigga.
Right.
They told Aunt Becky she still can travel anywhere. She just got to tell the judge where she going. That's white privilege.
Well, they
Hands
did.
down.
They
Hands
did
down.
kick in them cracking door, like they were selling.
They ain't kicking the door.
I'm proud of it.
No.
No, they kicked that door.
Oh, they
Kicked
did?
it.
Oh, good.
We
The
done.
fans.
We done.
Shout out,
Guns,
shout out
shout
to Trump.
That's why I said
No,
somebody
wow,
Making the
shout
FBI
out.
keep
somebody
all
might
those.
go to jail because
Somebody going to jail.
The FBI. This wasn't no small thing. This was
This
like
FBI
a
federal
big
case,
yeah,
yeah.
investigation.
He came in there like really.
I don't
El
know
Chapo.
who going to jail, but
Somebody
somebody
going to jail.
It might not be on Becky though.
FBI always kicking those.
She
Well,
too what? She too cute.
she
And
too cute.
he-
I don't think Aunt Becky cute.
No, did you see that Hallmark
I'm
for her
trying.
endorsement? Hallmark said it will not be working on it.
Whatever. She's not even a celebrity for me. For
She's
real.
That's my
on.
question. How these bitches that be on one sitcom don't even have the main role
Come
and
on.
stay rich?
Come on.
Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, ain't rich.
Like you seen her story? That's a good point.
Her husband a designer.
Oh, her
Oh,
husband
her
is
sounds
a
like
designer.
Maximo
Okay, that's
or
a-
some shit like that.
That still don't mean
But
she should be
a
famous.
lot of these
She
bitches,
I'm making
they,
Full House.
they just stay rich.
No.
No.
Full House is that shit. That
Full House is one of the whitest, lamest sitcoms of all time.
You got to do
I never got into that. That's awful. Never got into Full House.
Wait
Corny,
a minute.
lame. I prefer Step by Step if I'm doing
Step by step.
It was enough wrong shit.
white sitcoms.
Oh, the Golden Girls.
Golden Girls was grind. That was good. I like Boy Meets World,
Boy Meets World, Topanga,
Yep.
Corey.
but you had Topanga and the black girl on
But the
there.
friend, what was the friend name? What was it? What was
Black
the
girl?
Sean.
Sean.
That's
He
the last
was fine.
one that she was dating.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
But I like-
Sean dated the black.
I like my
chick.
sitcoms
She
like
was in,
Moesha
Moesha, yeah.
or Family Matters.
But that shit you can relate to because a lot of shit they was going through was like, yeah, that's some shit.
I don't get it. I'm
Only
gonna
white
white.
folks stay rich.
Why you
Why?
still rich?
Why
I'm gonna
you
tell
still
you.
rich?
What's the dude who played the
Nigga,
Fonz from the
royalty.
Happy Days?
I
The
don't
dude,
know.
that nigga famous in the mug. That
Right,
nigga had one.
right.
Hey, oh, whatever the Fonz
Oh,
do, right?
right.
He did that one thing for 10
What'd he
years.
do?
Hey, oh, hey, all right. That nigga 70 years old or whatever,
Called
walking
good
around.
management and contracts.
Walking around with that
and
same
royalties.
leather jacket on.
They
Ew!
negotiated
Like,
good
here's $10,000.
Royalty contract is what
Man,
they did.
please.
And as long as TV Land continue to play their shit, they're gonna get paid.
Mm,
After dark.
I don't know, man. I would think they be getting all kinds of extra roles and shit. What's the one show with the way they make fun of the nerd, Big Bang Theory?
That's my shit though.
Will Wheaton be on that bitch like a motherfucker. He is one of the most obscure and lamest Star Trek characters of all time. He's still living off of being Wesley Crusher from Star Trek.
And even on the Big Bang
On
Theory,
Big
he's
Bang
still
Theory.
considered Western question
That's
from
retarded.
Star Trek. It's like it's
So back to what you were saying,
Right, okay,
the
so-
solution to this shit, because just because this shit not happening, they got caught. That don't mean
It don't mean it's
I don't
still
mean it
happening.
won't stop.
no,
Right.
it's been happening for a long time.
Right.
They just the motherfuckers that got caught up in the shit.
So what's the solution, Frankie? How we fix it?
Shit, go to our own colleges. Like, that's what I know.
Go to our own
I don't know. Like,
colleges.
I can't honestly. I don't have a way of fixing it. To be honest with you, I don't know how we could
It's
fix
the
it.
system. What we
How we
gonna
gonna
do?
fix it? The way to fix it is get money. You know,
You gotta buck
fuck
the
bitches
system.
get money. I don't know.
Fuck bitches get money. It's not how you fix
Well,
it.
you sound like you.
Yeah.
That's what I say all the time.
That's
Fuck
not how
bitches
you
get
fix
Like,
it.
I don't know how to
That's
fix
it.
it.
That's not how you fix
I'm a
it.
genius, but
You know, she gets so tired.
Fuck bitches get money. It's not how you fix it. Everybody out there in Brun Nation, fucking bitches and getting money is not gonna fix this problem.
I don't know. Right.
Let's get into it real quick. I think we should vote, change the system, and fix the system by demonetizing the system.
Well, first of
Higher
all, some
education
of these
should be
candidates-
monetized.
Candidates
Second,
got
no,
to talk about
post-secondary
this
should
shit.
not be.
Yeah, candidates gotta talk
But
about
my question
it.
is,
Demanded
so
of
when
your
they,
Congress.
but when people do talk about the whole, okay, let's make free public education for post-secondary school or whatever the case may be, it seems like when they get in office, you don't hear the conversation around it.
It's just like Republicans talk about getting rid of abortion, and then when they get in office, they don't talk about it because it's a hard task.
Why can't they take the blueprints of countries like what
Any country.
Well, first
In
of all,
country,
America
Europe,
ain't taking the blueprint
England?
from no damn matter. What
I'm
are
just saying
you?
who's already done it. Well, then if we say
Where?
that, then they can take
Everybody
the
out there in
blueprint
Brun
about
Nation,
healthcare,
please
too.
send Tank a red "Make America Great Again" hat
Y'all
so we
niggas
can
know
rock
what
that
I'm talking
bitch
about.
Right.
during this
Talk about
podcast.
take a blueprint. They better take a blueprint from us.
You sound like Uncle
So we
Rick.
can have, so they can also have fucked up,
What?
federally investigated college
Right,
entries.
absolutely.
Who the leaders of
Motherfuckers
the
come
free
over here.
world?
Motherfuckers come over here because they want to live the American dream.
Do
And
niggas
then they
not,
get over to this bitch and realize what the fuck was they thinking? Because there is no such thing as the American
do
dream.
niggas
I
not
don't
realize
live
that
American
this
dream,
is,
man. No,
no,
we don't
we
see
gonna
it.
segue into that. Hold on. But I just want to say this about the college thing, whatever.
I see you.
Do niggas not realize that this is propagating the caste system?
Yeah, I'm
So if you
just bullshitting. I'm
born-
just bullshitting, by the way.
Yeah, I know you is. But if you born into a person who went to Harvard that got money, then 90% of the time your kid is gonna keep that up and they're gonna continue it. You create the caste system. The poor stay poor and the rich stay rich. You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
You gotta fix it.
Well, you ain't gotta fix it if you don't want to. The
what's
kings,
happening.
the kings don't want to fix shit for the peasants.
But it ain't
It's on the
no king.
peasants. The kings are the rich motherfuckers.
And see, that's
It's
the
on the
thing.
peasants.
That's
to
the
get
thing
their shit
about
together.
America. Technically, and this your libertarian red blood bullshit. But technically, it ain't no kings. Everybody equal, allegedly.
Right.
So it shouldn't be no kings.
You ain't no king.
Libertarian.
Everybody
Wait, don't put this because
remember?
no, y'all niggas label me a libertarian. When you do that, you try to put everything that a libertarian says under me.
But that's your
Fuck
process.
the
I'm right out here.
Right. it's your
Somebody got to represent them on this podcast.
Right.
It ain't gonna be my communist
That
ass.
ain't got shit to do with them fucking
Or I think Gerald still watching. Gerald, your Republican ass or whatever. That's their thing, right? It's all equal, right? So if it's all equal, then it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be no kings keeping us rich or poor.
Who is you arguing this week?
I don't know.
I think the kings are the ones who run the system.
Well, let's get into the whole. So if the kings run the system, and this propagates a caste system, and it's harder to get higher education, what is an American dream for a black person? Because I don't think it is one.
Shit, yeah, it is.
I think
What's
it's
that?
got lost in the sauce. I think.
What you think it is, Brandon? What's the thing it is?
I think number one, I feel like for as black people, just that ultimate freedom to have the autonomy to be black and not be penalized, ostracized, or even like fucking killed over being black. Number one.
I don't care about none of that shit. Keep going.
And just that,
Your dream's so different from mine. I don't care about none of that
you
shit.
know, like to be honest, your dream. I feel like the American dream should be that whatever you want to do and want to be in your head and be able to live that shit out without being penalized for what you look like. Period. So whatever that is to you.
That sounds utopian-ish.
I mean,
I'm with it.
I'm with
But
the utopia. I
I don't
am.
care
I know
about
it's
that
never
shit.
gonna come to fruition.
Cuz, what you think black people American dream should be?
I ain't got no hope for none of these niggas.
Tell them.
Alright?
Fuck them.
All
Fuck all you niggas.
So, all you can do individually is raise your kids to be better because we still fucked. And all you can do is
So what's your American? What is your dream? What is your black? What is your American?
American dream.
Yeah, to you, what does that mean to you? What is that to you as a black man in America?
There's so much propaganda and negative shit that you're born into where I'm from, as far as lower class, poor, black. There's obstacles that you don't even realize.
So
that
what
you
is
have
your
to-
dream? You, I'm asking you. You going all around. What is your dream?
Dream is to live a good life.
What does that
That's
mean?
it. You asked me what my dream was. My dream is to live a good life, a happy life, and not have to worry about going to jail. That's it. I don't have to be rich. I don't have to this.
Right.
I don't have to have a big boat. All
You
I
don't
want
have
to
you don't
do.
need land. You don't need
all
property.
All
You
I
don't
want
like picket
to do is be. All I want to do is be happy.
You want to be happy. Ultimate
That's
happy.
it. That's the American dream.
Take American dream. Goes
Fuck
aligned
this
shit. With mine.
with the great philosopher Pliers,
Pliers.
who once said in one of his similes, "I'm sick of this shit, dog. I'm tired of being broke.
Right.
I want to live like the rich folk. I
I
want a house
that'd be
with a
nice.
big boat.
Yeah,
I want to wake up one morning and ain't gotta sell dope." Very true, Cedric. Very true.
Cedric.
I mean, it'd be
Shout out to the philosopher Pliers.
It'll be nice.
Pliers.
It'll be nice to
Pliers.
be rich.
She up there with the great philosopher Lil Boosie.
Hey.
We praise philosopher Lil Boosie.
Everybody ain't gonna be
Homer.
rich.
You got Homer, you got Socrates, Plies, Lil Boosie.
And that's all you need in life.
That's all you need.
That's all you need in life.
To me, I don't think niggas have an American dream. I don't think anybody
Be
do.
happy.
But wait, I say that because I don't feel like black people are American. So it's hard for me to have an American dream when I don't feel American in the first place.
So what is the black dream?
Watch. We
Right,
did, Phil.
so what is the black dream?
To be American. To be accepted as American.
No.
We
So
always
black
talk
dreams
about
should be
shit.
accepted by white folks.
It's so funny. No.
What
No.
is he saying?
So white. So what is
No,
what is
no,
the
no.
black
I
dream?
sauce.
I know y'all niggas gonna try it. Let's get hot
House
now.
in the sauce.
Let's get hot now.
Who
I-
scooted
no.
back up in
No,
the
no, no.
chair?
That's not what I'm saying.
You said it.
You
I-
did.
No, because y'all are looking at it under the aspirations of America is white. I want to be American. So when you look at the flag, you see me too. That's what I'm saying. I want people to, when the nigga name off what is an American, how I look and what I'm a part of, would identify as what is American or whatever. Because in England, I'm gonna use a British person or whatever. In England or whatever, or you say what's British, Idris Elba identifies himself as a British person. And he feels like he's British. Even though his parents from Africa, and he was born in England,
Well,
he
they
feels
accent
British.
wrong.
He identifies as a British man. My family for generations have been over here longer than Ildrid's family has been in England, but I feel less a part of the country I was born into than he does.
Do you think that his country accept? I'm not sure. I don't think anyone accept
You want to
like.
say,
Slim.
Yes, they accept niggas more than we do.
Okay,
Yes,
so
that's
that's
my point. That's what I want to be. I want to be American. I don't want it to be like, ooh, I want to assimilate with the white people. No, I want what I am and what I represent to be
But do you
American.
think some people take misconstrue acceptance with assimilation? Like in
I
order
mean,
to be
you
accepted,
could.
you
Y'all
have to
niggas just
assimilate.
did.
But in order to be
Sound like the
accepted,
same
you do
thing,
have to
yeah.
assimilate.
I
You do
don't
have to
really have-
assimilate.
No, I don't want to assimilate. Go ahead. What you saying?
I was just
Slim?
had Slim say, what we said, what the American dream,
Right.
being wealthy enough to live a full life and watch your kids grow.
But why does the dream have
That ain't got nothing to
to
do with
equate?
being American, you know.
Why does it have to be? Why does it have to equate to money though? Or
Because that's what America about. What else is America about besides being rich?
Not even America.
But
That's
rich don't always
just
be happy.
nature and
My
business
nigga.
in general.
America is literally a built capitalist society. Part of living in a capitalist society is amounting as much money and ownership as you
In
can.
any society, communist, socialist, whatever, you're going to need enough
Right.
to be happy and
Capitalism is about amounting capital. Period.
If you
So
want
you
to,
can't.
it's about freedom.
Right.
When you
If
say
want
the
to.
American dream, part of America is money. Like that's what America is. It's capitalistic. So your dream,
But you don't have to be rich or whatever to,
Oh,
to
well.
obtain the dream.
but you have to be well off. You
You
can't live your dream,
You
bro.
don't have to be well off.
We talk about no.
You
We're
have
not
to-
talking
you have to
about. We talking about
define
the
difference between
American
wealth and-
dream,
But
not.
you do have to define wealth, and you have to define being broke too.
So let me ask you something. Do you think somebody living in the Blodgett homes or whatever, they living an American dream?
You in poverty, motherfucker.
That's
Hell
why-
no.
Okay, that's my point.
Like you said, well off
So-
enough. Everybody
I
has
didn't
a
say how
chance.
much money. I just said you need
Okay, I
money.
didn't say this. The American dream is everybody has a
The
chance
person of
to
Blodgett?
at least live decent or whatever. Everybody had that
The
chance.
person in the Blodgett might be well off because they're staying in the Blodgett, so they ain't paying that much for housing, so they stacking
Some
the damn
niggas
bread.
is
And
straight.
they
You can't be on
and they straight.
HUD,
What?
getting
What?
food stamps,
So
cash
what you gonna say,
assistance,
what?
Wait a minute.
and living the American dream.
Wait, that's some people's American dream though.
That's no.
And they taking care of it so they can stack their money.
Going back to last week.
No, that was a racist
Money.
No,
joke.
no, going back to last week.
And
Those
go
were the
get the
ratchet bitches.
J's. And go get the J's.
The ratchet bitches is happy with that session. They
They don't
don't
have
have
they
that.
happy with it. That's not an American
What you
dream.
mean that to them it
I
is
just want to say what's
low.
happy for them. They, if
That's
they
not-
happy, they good.
But that's
You are
that's a
concerned with
personal
all
dream.
happiness.
No,
But that's what we're talking about
no,
because the black
no,
dream, the
that ain't what
American
America.
dream means different things
That's
to
not what
everybody.
America about, man. That's not what
Why is
America
that?
about.
It's
America
not.
was
It's not.
the
Fucking
point.
bitches getting money. That's what it's about.
If you fucking bitches and getting money, you need to be like it's not about getting money from the government. I'm not. That's not no.
Why not?
Whatever.
And I can take my hard money. I can take whatever little bit of money
So
I'm
wait,
getting.
y'all say
say
wait before y'all go down my throat. Before y'all go, I'm fine when the podcast got loud. Before y'all go down my throat, let me
Yeah,
ask you
start off a little
something.
slow.
Can I say that? Oh, my American dream. If I would have sat up here and said when it got to me, I would have been like, I just want to live off yamps and
Yamps,
cash
yamps.
assistance or whatever. Y'all saying that's acceptable as an American dream?
It's acceptable to that person.
I don't give a fuck
But
if
it's-
what's acceptable to
It
them.
might
I'm
be
talking about,
because you're
is it
getting over on the
acceptable to you?
government.
Is
You're
it
getting over on the
acceptable to you?
government, so absolutely, the government is paying for
Fuck.
the
We can't put
And
our
I-
standards.
Right, the government is paying
I'm
for
putting
the
standards out.
And at the end of the day, I can stack my bread because I can eat and I got a place to stay. So all I gotta do is take care of my lights and whatever I'm driving and then look fly as shit all the damn time. To a lot of people, that is the dream. No,
I'm
it's the
gonna
dream.
tell you, Diddy could buy a fucking yacht and whatever, and he got certain standards that I don't have. Now, you said everybody should have Diddy standards?
No,
Everybody
that's
got
not what I'm
Diddy
saying.
standards?
But I'm
That's
saying
not the dream,
everybody,
though.
I'm happy where I'm at.
everybody.
Complacent.
That's why I said, see,
Complacent.
my American dream didn't include no wealth at all, or whatever, because I don't even want America
You
to be
ain't saying what the
capitalist.
dream was. You
I said I just want to be accepted as an American.
Then what the
Then
fuck
I
is
can
it?
have a dream. I don't know what an American is.
So you can't have a dream in America being black.
Martin King.
I don't think so. Just like I don't think black people can serve in the military realistically. Because when you serve in the military as an African American
Right, which
for
is that?
America,
Right.
you're serving white supremacy.
Well, that's
Absolutely.
right.
Period,
Right.
point
Yeah, real
blank.
now.
So I can't have an American dream until I'm part of America. So you
Right. You
right.
ain't gotta be a part of America
Shit.
to have a dream.
Shit.
Why you think you gotta be part of America to
How
have
can
a
I
dream?
have an American dream when I don't feel American?
How can you live?
I don't know what that shit is.
So you said in America you can't have a happy life and be a
That's not what
black.
I'm saying. You can have a dream. We're talking about the American dream. So when you talk about, first of all, let's not get out.
semantics.
We are, because it's a podcast. That's what we do.
Now I see what,
Let's
I
not-
see what you're doing.
Let's not
You're
get
right.
right.
I'm not
Exactly.
gonna go through all this crazy.
No, let's go to it. Let's go to the crazy
Let's
shit.
not get
Let's go
outside
there.
the parameters
Let's
of
take
what
it.
we're talking about.
Okay, cool.
Usually, back in the day, Marcus had mentioned this earlier. The American dream was, 3 kids, good job, picket fence, White House, right? Or white picket fence house or whatever, yada yada.
Right.
That was the American dream, and it was something that
Apple pie.
everybody in America could obtain based on being American. That's what make it an American dream. I feel like the shit, I can't even look at it equally because if I say I want this and that or whatever, just going back to the college thing or whatever, I can't obtain the same shit that the white supremacists are obtaining in America.
Okay.
So until that's equal out, I can't say I have a dream, nor do I feel American to have
I
one.
mean, everybody can, but there's some niggas that
I
can't.
tell you a dream I got, blow this bitch up.
Blow up.
Not a terrorist.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
what?
saying. But see,
the system, the whole
Oh.
thing.
that's what every time you have a system or whatever, and
And
everything.
they say I didn't mean with a bomb.
I'm
And
about to say,
everything-
be specific, sir.
Every time you have a system and everything is not going to be equal, there's always going to be anarchists at the bottom that says blow the shit up because they can't actually see the shit ever them getting to where the rich motherfuckers are. So they say, fuck it, blow it all up so we all be fucked up.
Damn right.
That's what the anarchists
That's what my socialist ass feels like.
I know, yeah. It's always like that.
Stop.
Whatever your system
Lynn.
is, it ain't gonna be better if you get another system because then there's always gonna be people that achieve more. It's always gonna be, even if you don't have a system of white supremacy, it's always gonna be motherfuckers here and motherfuckers at the bottom.
How? I always look at it like this. Cause you watch Star Trek. How do we get to that?
Boy, that's a goddamn show. I keep telling you,
It
boy,
don't
that's
matter.
fantasy.
It's a show.
That shit ain't
It's
real.
possible. It's
I don't
possible.
think
Pulled
so.
out somebody's
Everything
brain.
started off as exactly.
So somebody
The
thought it
capitalistic
was
America started off on a piece of paper with
Think
somebody's
about
brain.
shit. I don't mean that it's feasible. I mean, it is
Can
feasible.
be,
It's
depending on how much
feasible.
thought you put behind it
You
and
can
how
do
much
it, bro.
resources you use to back it
I
up.
don't think it. I think
The first part of Star Trek is gonna be the hardest part to achieve, which is a united Earth. Like everybody look at themselves as we all one Earth. That shit ain't never gonna happen because people are against globalism in the first place. People don't like globalism. How you feel about globalism, cuz? You for it or against it?
I'm a nigga, man. Why should the nigga care?
If you go
Why should the nigga be against globalism? It's just, I don't
I'm
understand.
actually gonna come back to that. Brittany, you for or against globalism? No thoughts on it. So when you say why should a nigga care, these hotel niggas, shout out there, these hotel niggas who super like all super woke and shit like that, they don't believe in globalization because they feel like it strips us of who we are. It strips us of our culture.
What culture?
Exactly. That's the fight.
We
back.
bringing it,
I
nigga.
think, let me tell you something.
Next week on the podcast, we're talking about globalism. We're going to bring Gary on.
I just really could care less about like if the culture stripped down or what. I don't care. Like
We have to.
we already don't have none in the first place, so I can care less if my culture gets stripped down. Now them niggas in real Africa might be like, oh no, but you know something I looked up the other
They
day.
got their culture just because it's all
don't
one
have an
global
identity to be
community.
able to say-
Doesn't mean that you
Don't
don't
mean
have
you gonna
right.
lose your identity.
Globalization doesn't mean right. Exactly.
Everybody get a seat to the table.
But you know that's how they got with Brexit right now. In England, they going through this Brexit debate on should England leave the EU. And part of why they want to leave the EU is all the British people is like, we're not British no more. We just European. We don't want to be European. We want to be British. But nobody in America, they don't realize nobody in America sit down and be like, well, you know, England don't exist no more. It's the EU. Every country in Europe, we still call individually by name,
Right.
and we still talk about them individually with the culture they marry. Don't nobody ever be like, yeah, man, you know, Germany and Italy the same. But that's what they feel like in England right now, that you calling England the same as Germany. No, we're not. We're not stupid.
No.
And plus, y'all need it because y'all need a stronger trade agreement. The reason why the EU got started is so they can compete with America because they don't have everybody don't have the resources. Pool your resources, you have more power. Strength in numbers.
Facts.
So if we pool our resources as a world, as a globe, we'll have more power.
But niggas say
Well,
it's
power
not a
against-
strip.
It's gonna strip niggas of niggas.
What's it? Now they're talking about African Oh, they talking about in America.
They're talking about all black people from Africa to the sea, the shining sea.
Well, if you listen to them long enough, you will get convinced that crackers is out to kill us.
But yeah, hotels to get hotels.
It's hard to argue against it.
Oh, man.
It is.
They got feel like they trying
What
to
you said last night, Squidgy E? What Squidgy E said last night? Well, I don't give a damn. They out here doing taking away. But you ever heard of earwig? Like the bug that climb in your ear that start fucking with you, going to your brain?
Yeah.
That's how hotels is. They
They
little
was
earwigs.
out there on 8th and Murder last, I think, preaching.
Was it hotel or was it the
They
Nation
have-
of Islam niggas?
no,
Or
it
was
wasn't
it the
Nation
15%ers or 1%ers?
These they have purple on. I think it's.
Oh, that's the what the mill called the 1%ers?
Oh, those
the
are
5%?
those are Israelites. Those
Yeah,
are
that's
the
black Israelites.
Black
Niggas who
Israelites.
think that we from Israel.
That's a whole nother. That was a big laugh.
There's a whole bunch of niggas on here right now.
Yes.
Listen every week. And they black Israelites. And it was like, my brother, fuck this show. I'm gone, my brother.
Y'all don't know what
Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all have to understand that the man is the tan is the plan.
Man, it's 10 is playing, huh?
Fuck that shit, man.
My child's father is a Hebrew Israelite now.
He a Hebrew
He
Israelite.
in jail, so I mean.
Oh yeah, niggas love getting woke in jail.
Right, because they ain't going nowhere.
That's I don't know, man.
You know, I mean,
I don't know, bro. I just
The
feel like,
American dream.
yeah, I just feel like whatever. Well, it's all just
so
talking points.
we talked about the picket fence before.
Right, it was like picket fence.
Well, what is it now?
House.
The American dream now. Not for niggas, just the American dream.
Apple
What
pie.
is it? Apple pie.
Just
No.
Americans apple pie and baseball. Just say.
Y'all give me a minute.
That's
I
what he
gotta
said,
breathe
that's
through
what he
breaking bullshit. I ain't even got a hazmat suit on.
They Brittany, you be passionate.
That's a good question though, cuz I think the American dream right now, but yeah, make America great again.
White
Yes,
supremacy.
it was
white
never correct in the
supremacy.
first
Get on the
place.
wall.
Do you think the American dream
Fuck
is
that
white
goddamn
supremacy?
wall.
Because
Yeah.
I do think that. I think it's the purification of America.
It is.
And by that I mean making it super white. Yeah, the purification of America. And I think they all want to be millionaires. Because that's why poor people vote for Republicans. Because when I get my money, I don't want you taking it. I don't want you taking it. So yeah, that might be it, bro. Make America great again. But when you ever ask one of them make America great again, motherfuckers,
What
when was
does that
America
mean?
great? They always say
well,
1950. I'm like, for who?
Right. Y'all still was
They
trying to
always
find
say
it.
they
1950.
they
That's what
always say that, bro. I've asked over 30 Make America Great Again people.
Like, you niggas was
I've
happy.
never heard a white person say any other decade than the 50s.
Wow.
You know why? Because it was before integration.
And it was right
And
after
it
the
was
depression.
it was right after it was right when we just came out of World War II.
Mhm.
And it's considered the greatest generation to them and all that. That's what they're called, whatever. And the baby boomers and all that. And it's all that Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffin show shit. They love that shit.
Yes, they do.
Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffin, that's they shit.
Yeah, y'all trash.
Tim Dunn.
Oh, tell them, Coon Sonova on
Make
there.
America great again. America was great. And we had Bill Clinton and George said R. Kelly and Tupac.
Oh, man.
What was this, 1995?
90s, huh?
I love
95 was good. 94 was good, yeah, too.
95 was a good year.
It was good years.
My favorite
After
R.
Pop
Kelly,
died, the shit went to hell.
my favorite R. Kelly quote now is, y'all killing me with this, man. Sing this, man. You gotta hear the Jamaican version of
That
that
shit
shit.
is so funny.
You know why that come around mine? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen that thing. That shit is hilarious,
Yeah.
bro. That shit is hilarious. What else we was gonna talk about?
R. Kelly was in jail. No, we want to talk about, you want to talk about the shit in New Zealand.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you want
Did
to
any of
talk
y'all niggas care about that out there, bro?
Bro, anybody care about the
No.
New Zealand shooting? That's actually what I was gonna ask. What about y'all niggas? Do any one of y'all niggas care about the fact that a dude with a MAGA hat shot up a mosque in New Zealand?
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad.
I mean, it's sad for anybody who lose their life, but do I care about
See,
it?
There's a whole bunch of fuck shit going on in Africa all the motherfucking time.
But we care
Why
about
I
New
don't give
Zealand.
a fuck about? I can't give a fuck about the world. I'm over here in Duval County, baby.
Facts.
You know why
That
it's a story though?
Facts.
It's because it's the reverse. It's just like how Fox wait on a liberal person to do some crazy
Yeah,
shit to
yeah.
them. It's the reverse. Now the liberal media feel like we got one.
Mm-hmm.
We got one. They gonna run with it, right? But you're right, shit happened to Boko Haram and all that shit all the time, Somalia, all that. I think too, something you gotta look at is the New Zealand thing don't resonate with black people that much because black people really fucked up real bad. Like niggas fucked up so bad that I know a bunch of niggas that was like during 9/11 like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the whole world better get struck.
Yeah, because niggas so like you never really think about that. America is so fucked up for niggas that it's hard to shell a tear for 3,000
I
people.
don't think it's fucked up.
I think 9/11 was fucked up, y'all.
No, I think that was fucked up. I don't think niggas
wait.
are fucked up. I think niggas are numb.
Wait, 9/11,
I think it's numb. I think
Go
it's
ahead with
numb.
9/11, cuz.
You think I'm
Oh, we about to go off the rails,
Here we
y'all.
go.
This is great. We needed 15 more minutes to show, and we about to go off the rails. 9/11, what?
Now, how did you feel when the plane hit the building, the second one? You saw it live, right?
Uh-huh.
I saw
At
it
school.
live.
I was at school. I was.
You saw it live?
No, I was in
You
gym
said
when it
live.
happened. I heard about it
You
when I got
was
to
in jail.
my.
What the fuck you did?
I was in gym. Gym
Oh,
class
why
1
you
and 2
said
and
jail?
3 and 4.
You sound so fucked
Don't make
up
fun
out
of my
here.
accent. Don't make fun of my accent.
Boy, I thought you said jail.
Hey,
I slept my
so,
words.
yeah, I seen shit live. I was skipping school.
This nigga, you skipping school
I
to watch it
I
live?
watching the Today Show with Matt Lauer.
Some bitches.
You
That
watch.
freaking motherfucker. That.
Who,
Matt
bitch?
Lauer. Matt Lauer.
Remember he had dildos in his desk.
Oh, I thought you talking about the bitch house.
We wanna get
How
down
did you
to
feel when- how did you feel when the plane hit the building? Well, you like, oh my God,
Candidly,
America, let's go and get them sand niggas right now. That's how you felt, huh? You ready to go for the gusto, weren't you? Sign me up for the goddamn Navy, Army, or whatever, goddamn. We gotta go and get them.
you know how
You
many
got riled up, didn't you?
You know how many people quit their job and signed up for the
Signed up for the
military after
military.
9/11?
You silly motherfuckers.
That shit got crazy.
Wow.
They was like, we gotta get them back. We gotta go back, Murray. They bound the towers. But listen,
I feel the same way about the shit in New Zealand.
So, wait,
as I do about
what was
9/11. It's sad.
I'm gonna say my part.
All
And
right.
I want to know Brittany's. What was your raw emotion that you can remember? Because that was a long time ago for us or whatever.
I was old enough.
No.
Yeah, I was in high
I
school.
was in high school.
We was all in high school. What was your raw emotion? Shut your young ass up, Marcus. What was your raw emotion that you felt, bro?
That I felt, damn, that's fucked up. Boy, this shit about to change. I don't know how, but hey, boy, this shit about to get crazy. That's what I was thinking.
That's a good one. Brittany, what you thought?
So, do we have to do this math assignment today?
Oh, you was thinking about not doing
Yeah,
work?
you was in class. You
I was in
in
class.
Yeah.
Like, so are we going to?
But you ain't, I'm talking about your towards what was going on. How did you feel?
At what? I'm trying to
Still
like
say,
say.
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like
yeah.
say, like,
Everybody
it's
out there in
fucked
Bird
up.
Nation comment.
To be
let us
honest with
know.
you, because I didn't know nobody up there, I didn't know nothing. I was like, damn, it's fucked up. You know, a lot of people lost their lives and all that good stuff. And I was just like, oh shit. Then I watched the replay of the planes over and over and over again. Like, shit, this really did happen. You know, like people forget about it. When you talk about Twin Towers, people forgot that there was a plane that was headed towards the Pentagon too. Like all of us was like, shit, that's kind of fucked up, man. But like to sit up here and be like, I want to go rally and do something about it. I didn't have
Okay,
those
two
feelings.
things. Okay, before I say this, I'm different. Okay.
I'm different.
I'm different,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
different.
Number-
Pulling up to the scene with my son.
Number two, or whatever. I don't believe in joining the military as a black man because I don't think I want to fight for white supremacy.
Absolutely.
However, there is one thing.
Unless it's a world war.
There is one thing that would make me join the military. If there was an attack on American soil, you best believe I'm gonna defend my shit. Now, will I go join the real army? Probably not. But I might get on the Jacksonville, Florida National Guard. You ain't coming through my squad.
Slim, he said, raw emotion. And then I signed up to go kill. Look at what they got.
Yeah, they got me.
What else got
That's my brother. That's my brother.
We gotta go get
They
them
got
sand
that
niggas.
nigga.
Them sand niggas. They done made it over to our soil.
Gerald calling me when we get home. Did you see what those sand niggas did? We gotta go get them right now. We gotta go get them. That being said, though, I really honestly just thought like, what the fuck is going on? Because a few of my teachers actually had kids up there or people working up there, and you know, white people are extra. So even though like your daughter worked in New York, in Brooklyn,
That was
or whatever,
an hour away.
an hour away or whatever, it's close enough that you feel like, oh my God, or whatever. And remember all the white people came and picked their kids up?
Yeah, why you picking kids up
Now,
from school in Duval County?
I do remember thinking like, what's going on? Damn, I hope you're not getting
And that's
attacked.
that
Because I was
bullshit
thinking to
down
myself like, bitch, Cause listen, I grew
You know,
up.
Bush was down
I
there at
was
the time. Like, he was in
right. He
Jackson.
was in, yeah. I
When
grew
it
up
happened.
raised by an old ass lady. Okay, shout out to Annie, made me a man. I grew up raised by an old person. I'm thinking if we getting attacked right now, how the hell I'm supposed to defend the crib, right? Then I sat down and thought about it at lunch. It was like, what? I live in Jacksonville.
Right.
Well, you lost your damn
Ain't shit going
mind.
on in Jacksonville, right?
White people mouth.
But at the same time that I was saying ain't shit going on in Jacksonville, maybe 90% of my classmates was getting pulled out of school. By the time the bell rang, Ed White was ghost town. There wasn't nobody in Ed White.
For y'all, is a plane coming this way too?
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Could the reason be because they don't know if there could be another attack somewhere else?
Well, yeah, that's what they was thinking. It could be attacked anywhere, for sure. That's what they were thinking. It's Red Dawn. Like, it could be anything. Because nobody knew what. At first, I remember when they first
I
turned
can
on
see
the
the
TV.
panic in New York.
Right.
But Ed White, y'all don't sit y'all ass down some
Look
fucking
for
way.
your-
I remember when that first started on the TV, they was talking about the thing like it was a plane crash.
Right.
Not like it was like a terrorist attack. I literally had never heard the term
Look,
terrorist
what they talking about it.
before 9/11.
They talk about the plane crash when the first one hit.
Right.
Second
When the
one
second
hit.
one
It's
hit,
like, oh,
they
shit.
went into full out, oh shit.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
there was a bomb go off. I heard bombs
Also,
ringing.
in the defense of everybody who don't think that the panic was warranted in Jacksonville, there is a Navy base here that's a pretty strategic Navy base. So, and the president was in the city at the time. So I can understand how you could be
They're
thinking
always
they
coming
coming from
here
out, they
when
coming
shit
from him
happens.
too.
I know. Why would you take them out the goddamn school?
Also, y'all heard me last week that I feel like Trump is a Red Dawn spy. So if shit like that start happening right now, I'm grabbing Anna, we going to Canada. Cause it's Red Dawn. We gotta get out of here.
Man, y'all wild.
But that being said, we're emotionalists.
You see, but
Towards that shit.
You see,
So now we're emotionalists towards the New Zealand thing.
Yeah,
Because
because
of
you gotta
stuff like
think
that.
about all these, but that not just 9/11, but everything that has happened that came after the fact. We've become numb to these tragedies.
But it's because of
And we sing prayers.
okay, in Jacksonville, a very affluent white area of town that a lot of white people frequent is St. John's Town Center, right?
Yes.
When they had the shooting out in the town center, white people was freaking out.
Man.
They had to put a thing. I remember watching the morning news where a dude from the town center, like the guy who owns it, came out and was like, "We assure you it's safe out here," and yada yada yada, because white people were so freaked out because it was a shooting in their area, right? The reason why niggas are numb to shit like this is because it's a shooting in my hood every day.
I want to say not from even that aspect, but just all the shit that's happened after the fact. All you had the bombing when they was running the damn race, and then you had the Sadie Hook, you had Columbine, you had all this different shit that's happened since then and before then. We have become numb, not just as black people, I think as Americans too.
Well, it's just white people only feel affected by shit when it affects them
Their
personally.
community, right?
It's just like with the opioid thing or whatever. Opioids is a big deal to them
They call
because
it a crisis.
it is a crisis though. You say they call it a crisis, but it is. People fucked up over that shit. But it's a crisis and they respect it as a crisis because it's personally affecting white people. But when it was the crack epidemic, because it wasn't their community, it wasn't a
They
crisis.
put it in
It was an epidemic
They put
where
it-
they had to put niggas in jail
They
for
put
it.
it in our community. It was
First of all,
originally
they
extinct
handled it
disease.
the way it was.
You know, that conspiracy
No, that's
shit.
not
No,
a
it's not a
conspiracy.
conspiracy. They
That's
had-
what I
they
hear
put
when
it in
they
our
say
It's a
community.
conspiracy that turned out to be true.
I know,
Extinguished
but it still was
That's what they did.
conspiracy.
It was extinguished.
But this thing, when you say conspiracy, it devalues it as if it's just some bullshit. These crackers targeted nigga communities with drugs and then had a system to lock niggas up for the drugs
Right.
that they
Put in our
into
community.
the community.
What a great way to get rid of niggas.
That was one way. It was a way of extermination.
Well, these crackers trying to kill us, boy. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
Richard
rich by the
Nixon,
sinners.
Richard Nixon was like, how can I get rid of the hippies and the niggas? This in a book. This is a quote. Richard Nixon's chief of staff wrote this. Okay, so he in a room with Richard Nixon, and they was like, how we get rid of the hippies and the niggas? And he was like, what do hippies and niggas have in common? Drugs. So he started that lock niggas up for drugs shit. And that shit done worked ever since.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with y'all on that. So, but, again, it was an epidemic. We gotta get rid of it.
Yang, Bernie, or Trump.
You know what?
I ain't fucking with nobody else.
Let me tell you, Beto just recently jumped in the race this week.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, y'all, don't be fooled by that smile and that salt and pepper hair. That nigga is not Bill Nye. I know he look real inviting like Bill Nye. The
Did he
Science Guy.
lose?
Yeah, he
When
lost.
did he
He
lose
lost
us?
the cruise, but he won his house seat.
When he loses, but he lost. When he loses, just start saying, "I'm a Stacey Abrams."
Trump lost 3 times before he won.
Looking biscuit,
Oh,
bacon looking bitch.
Wait a minute.
Whoa,
Whoa,
wait a minute. She worked. She
What
looked like she worked at
Abrams
churches.
for?
Whoa.
What they gotta do with the price
Did you
team?
just call Stacey Abrams Aunt
Mama, right.
biscuit bacon?
She looked like the lady on the Aunt Mama
What they
thing.
gotta do with anything? No, what they gotta do with what she look like?
Oh shit!
I'm just saying what she looked like.
So you don't want you ain't she go out there in this vision?
But I mean, besides what she looked like, she was unqualified at the time of her for president or whatever.
Who you think she
So
gonna
was
call
Trump,
for?
but he got
And what the bigger point was, she's a
So Trump.
loser, just like they don't. We
Right.
losers just say, "I'm gonna run for president." No, don't run. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Yang, Bernie, or Trump.
Gang 2020. I'm all on the gang. I will vote Bernie if Gang don't win the nomination. And y'all nominate Bernie, I'll vote for Bernie. I ain't voting for none of them other niggas. I'm with Tank. Beto is grimy as fuck, yo. Beto, I was reading some shit about Beto. Beto knee deep in the fucking, like what Tank say, like in the pocket shit. They wanted Beto to deregulate some shit. He voted for it. Beto vote with the Republicans 63% of the time. Fuck Beto. I want a nigga who ain't even been in Congress. Yang.
Gang.
Nigga, every time you say you want Andrew Yang, niggas like, oh, you want that $1,000.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Wait,
I like it.
Why, yes, I do. Put that $1,000
not all,
but that's not all. He got a lot of other good points. And one thing that Yang Gang is real good with Andrew Yang, he's all about that deregulation shit. We was talking about that earlier off the show, where he's talking about breaking up this big conglomerate bullshit. Comcast can eat a whole deal because they are awful. They're 100% trash, and they got a conglomerate. And Yang want to break up Facebook because Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same nigga. Break it up. Why should they own the 2 biggest social media sources in America?
That's another argument.
You gotta define what it
should
is and all that. Right.
Right.
At
Yeah, I know.
some point, it turns from just being a private thing to it goes from being a privilege to a right for everybody to have the platform that
Right.
it is. So
It's a free speech, right? You
You
gotta break it up.
Right.
You gotta break it. We gotta break it up, Marty. We gotta go back.
Long
I
as,
still fucking with Bernie
as
too.
long as
'Cause-
I can use the shit to boost the podcast, shit, get our followers and views up so we can monetize shit, I'm good.
And I say y'all still fuck with Bernie because Bernie want guns and he want freedom.
Bernie want to fuck bitches and get money.
You think Bernie wanna fuck bitches?
Yeah,
Bernie ain't
wanna
fucking
fuck
bitches getting money.
Bernie, you
right
want
in
to fuck
control.
bitches and get money.
Bernie ain't never fucked.
Bernie,
I don't even take
Bernie
Bernie.
don't look like he did work.
Bernie, wait a minute.
Back
We
in
ain't
the
gonna say that
day.
about Uncle Bernie on here.
Okay, back in the day.
Don't work.
We gotta go back, Marty. My dick doesn't work. But
I don't like some of the shit Bernie be saying sometimes.
Like what?
It be pissing me the fuck off.
Like what?
We ducking and dodging and shit around.
I bet you won't hear
Reparations.
them, though.
Reparations. Look. I'm trying to do for the best for the American people. When I do this, I'm gonna pull them with us, and we're gonna stop talking in circles, motherfucker.
Because when you say
Bet you want him to know.
when you take a white person, I don't care if they're Democrat or Republican, a white American person that has descended and achieved white privilege from what was built off the backs of slavery, and you hit them with the word reparations, it's like pouring holy water on a demon. It's like reparations. They can't handle it.
Bernie
bro.
gonna talking in circles like a mother.
I don't care if it's Bernie, Hillary, any white person that has privilege based on the fact that America was built on the backs of slaves and they have achieved on everything that slavery has been built. Reparations mean giving back for that they can't handle it. Bernie be like, look, we gotta go back, Marty. We gotta go free the slaves. Cause I bet white people would rather go back in time and free the slaves and have 400 years of freed slaves than just pay reparations.
Yeah.
It's somebody right now in the FBI working on the time machine so they can release us. So they ain't gotta hear that shit no more. They tired of hearing our shit. They're like, listen, Jones, I need you to work on this time machine. A time machine, boss? Yeah, because I'm tired of hearing these niggas shit.
Let's take it back
I
again.
know we running over time.
We ain't running over.
Oh, it was good. Now the 40 acres and the mule. What was that shit?
40 acres and the mule was supposed to be.
Was it a law?
It wasn't a law.
It wasn't a law.
But it was presented as reparations. It got passed.
Yeah.
and signed, and then Congress was like, fuck
So
y'all.
this shit is still lost. So somebody can pick this shit up and look into it.
No, they wrote it off. It eventually got
Yeah.
overturned and vetoed again afterwards or whatever. It initially got passed. That's just like what I said on the podcast. I don't know if that was
I
last week
take
or
my
a few
40
weeks
acres,
ago.
but I mean, I take cash from meal. I don't know.
When before Reconstruction, niggas was getting elected to Congress left and right. Right after the Civil War, we had like 4 or 5 black congressmen elected like that, and a black
I
senator.
don't know if I trust them niggas.
No, they was
You gotta
good.
do what you gotta do.
They
I
was
don't
good ex-slave niggas, and they got elected.
I don't know
But
what
the
about
system was actually free, fair, and open back then.
like coon since
And they did
going
it.
off though.
No, what happened? Here's how you know they not cool. Because they got elected for those first terms, right? And then right
How y'all
after-
niggas get elected to this white system
But
back
wait,
then?
because
What y'all was doing?
because the white people after they freed the slaves, they didn't say, hey,
Well,
we gotta set the system up to keep them like suppressed at first.
where did they get elected at?
They got elected in America, South Carolina,
Well, in the South.
because niggas was voting.
They got
Remember, niggas got the right to vote right away.
No. All them niggas, they was terrifying them niggas not to vote.
Okay, wait.
And they
See,
wasn't
that's
voting
what I
like
just
that.
said. You talking post
What
Reconstruction?
are we talking about? When?
This is why I just had said earlier, niggas gotta study the history.
They history.
Right after the Civil War,
Yes.
the rules that applied to white people applied white
I know, but
men.
that shit didn't happen. I already know what
It
you're
applied
talking about. School the nation. Go
It
ahead.
applied to black men.
Yes, of course.
So niggas lined up by the numbers to vote, and they voted for niggas. And you got congressmen and senators elected.
It was like, wait a minute.
Then when they when the niggas
that
voted,
niggas lined up
listen
to vote
on,
well,
yes
they
they
wanted to vote in.
did. Because
Yeah,
at
that's your goddamn
listen, at the time, the Union, it's just like in Afghanistan right now and in Iraq and shit like that, right? We went in there with our armies, we fucked up shit, right? And then we set up a government, right? Once we set up the government, we kept our armies there to enforce the rules of the government that was set up. So that shit went off the way it's supposed to be. Well, that's how it was. They went in there, they fucked up the southern shit. Then they left the Union soldiers there to enforce the rules. Then they had a compromise after niggas started getting elected, and the crackers from up north was like, I don't want to see them niggas here either. Then that's when Reconstruction started, and that's when all the shit you said, which is true, that's when all that shit started. Because they pulled the soldiers.
It started all them niggas that got placed in the
We'll talk about it after the
got
pod and look
placed-
it up.
got
Because I'm
placed
telling you, bro.
Whatever.
You got what's
gotta look into
what
it.
Brittany learned, boy. You gotta look into it, boy. You gotta look into it, boy. And we went to the moon. Deep, tank, you bitches.
Was the trampoline, bitches? It was trampoline.
Yeah, these is trampoline.
It looked like a trampoline
You
to
look
me.
trampoline.
What's happening?
What's that from? You gotta look into
They
it.
had to beat Russians. And what anywho? Brothers Podcast episode number 50.
50.
2 weeks away from 52. For all the niggas that don't know math, arithmetic, and how the solar system works, 52 weeks is one revolution around the sun. So we call that on Earth a year. I don't know what you flat Earth niggas call that. What flat Earth nigga call a year? I bet they call it a year, but it's something else. But that'll be a year, so we're gonna have a big show for that one.
Big show.
We're just gonna talk about whatever. It's gonna be free and open. I'm gonna set up the mics in the gantry. I'm
Yes.
gonna let niggas from the gantry talk.
Yes.
I'm gonna let Squinty E get on her African Bambaataa shit. I'm gonna let Stephanie get on her R. Kelly victim shit.
I'm gonna bring Gary some
I'm gonna let Marcus talk about masculinity and interracial relationships. I'm gonna let D talk about dating trannies. It's gonna be lit.
Lit. I'm still Gary gonna come to your hotel.
The only rule we have for episode number 52, the year anniversary show of Bro Listen.
Try to bring everybody back.
Everybody come back. We're gonna get Matt on here, Bree on here. The only thing that we are not gonna have is Tim, if you're still listening, or if you on Facebook Live, you can't be on the show. He damn show still blocked on thread. You a violating ass nigga, and you can't be on the show. So Tim, even though everybody gonna be on the show, your ass can stand in the kitchen and watch. We gonna put you a seat at the kids' table.
Upstairs.
Yeah, we'll let you record on the yike bank. You got like fucked up. You think you about to be on my show, Tim? You bitch, you.
He's still
We let that nigga say one thing one time, and it was the dumbest
Now
shit.
listen, okay? Now y'all already know. If you listen to the show out there, shout out to Germany, UK, Northern Ireland, Australia, everywhere. Japan. Oh, we in Japan now, niggas.
What?
I don't know who the Japanese motherfuckers listening because Tank done said fuck y'all like 17
No,
times.
I fuck with that. I like
Oh,
the
I hope they ain't go back.
Don't
You
throw that
gotta, you gotta look into it.
That look
No.
Because Tank be saying something about the gap.
I fuck with the Jab gangster. They gangster they with.
But we appreciate you, Yakuza gangsters. Listen, it's probably military niggas. I'm just saying. But we appreciate
I
y'all.
mean, we can fuck all these bitches because look at them.
Fuck you bitches get money.
Very strong tiger. Listen, but all you Jap niggas or whatever, I just said all you Jap niggas or whatever.
We just said three
Shout
I
out.
think Jap is a slur.
It
You're not
is.
supposed to say fucking.
But it
Jap.
gone. That's all right. We got your sub,
The
nigga.
two Japanese
What, you
people
gonna
now
unsubscribe?
unsubscribe.
You gonna unsubscribe?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
unsubscribe.
Now we only got 2,100 listeners. I don't give a fuck. Listen, but shout out Japan everywhere, whatever. But Tank right, we ain't let Tim say shit. If you listen, you know we ain't let Tim say shit for months. Tim said, can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead on Tim.
Go ahead on, Tim. If Kaepernick was any good, he wouldn't be out the league. God damn it, Tim.
And your car got revoked.
The one time.
The one pass.
You couldn't come through that one. Tim, you are.
Okay.
You are the biggest coon. Goodbye. Y'all check us out anywhere you find your podcast provider. Bro, Listen Podcast, episode number 50. We do final thoughts here, and then we do Black Heroes. But before we get to final thoughts and Black Heroes, I want to say that everybody out there that live in Jacksonville, that's about that action, and you want to do protests and stuff like that, take them down. Jacksonville going to be with Take Them Down America at Confederate Park next Saturday, which I don't know. What's the date? Somebody look up what date that is for me, please. Next Saturday from the 16th. Which
What is
today.
it? What the fuck is that?
They're going to be protesting to take down all the Confederate statues. So if you want to be a part of that, it's at 3 o'clock. You don't want to take down the Confederate
I
statues?
will talk to them niggas, and if we gonna go and do it, then let's go do it. Is that
Well, take
take
it down?
Can I say this shit?
Yeah, but it's
Fuck
against,
that
it's
shit.
against the law to pull it down.
Okay.
Technically, it's a
Hey.
state or a federal thing. You have to get permission to take it down.
Yeah, I know it.
That's vandalism of federal property.
Okay.
Listen, fuck what Tank talking about. Y'all do it the right way. Get your posters and your flyers.
Hey, man.
Go down to Confederate Park.
Hey,
You never know what might come from it. If y'all get a couple thousand people there and y'all pull it down, what they gonna do to you?
Nothing.
They ain't gonna arrest all
They'll take it
y'all.
down when they want to take it down.
But the only way y'all gonna do it is if all y'all have to go. But I just want to let everybody know because we got that action.
Y'all
Y'all.
holler at Brother Nation.
Yeah, Brother
And Tank and Cedric and Anthony will go and take them down our damn self. Ain't that right?
Give me
bro?
a rope and a truck.
Wow.
Brittany, you
Scott, let
got
me
it?
hold your truck, bro.
No.
All we need is a vans, my
You
nigga.
not down?
Down go what?
Take down the Confederate statue.
There gotta be enough of us though. What
I'm
we gonna do to a whole group?
Everybody here down? Y'all want to go take down Confederate statues?
I got a child. I gotta go to work.
What would they do?
On what day?
That's why we can't do it.
Yeah.
Kendra shaking her head no.
If it's-
Stephanie saying she got a nail appointment. Erica looking at her socks.
What they gonna do?
What we gonna
60,
do?
50
Where
niggas go out there with a rope and yank that bitch
They
down.
gave that bitch down. What they gonna do?
where is Confederate Park?
It don't matter where it's at, Brittany. It's some grown shit.
It's not on the beaten path where I go.
Remember I told y'all niggas.
Where is these Confederate statues at? I've never seen them. It's not where I
Me
am.
neither, but that's beside the point.
The park named Confederate Park.
I don't know where that shit is. I probably
You
don't
seen
know
the
it.
Hemming Plaza statue.
I don't go over there either.
You ain't never been to Hemming Plaza?
I've been there once.
The statue in the middle is
The one with the
Confederate-
mouth?
No, the statue in the middle is a Confederate memorial, and Hemming is a Confederate
I drive
general.
past that probably.
It's a school that was named after the founder of the KKK.
So then when we pull these shits down, then what we doing?
We taking it down. It's down. We go home.
Yeah, we go home.
Confederate Park right down the street from Chan's. We can go get some fried rice.
I mean,
No,
I'm
it's
with
part
Brittany.
down the
I mean,
street
it's really just pointless to do it, but I just want to make
I like
white folks
cheese.
mad.
Yeah, why we give a fuck if they statue stay up and down? Take it down.
I like cheese.
Oh, we do some. I'm gonna do
Oh,
some white
Stephanie
people.
say she.
Okay, well fine. We'll do some white people.
Take, we got 3. Stephanie say she like Chan's. She like that fried rice.
Okay.
Can it be considered as
We might go
We
to
gotta get
jail.
enough of us.
See,
Quit
I'm,
to eat.
I'm too cute to go to jail though.
That's why this shit. That's why
They
it's
gonna
turning.
take my
Dan
money.
Turner. Now we gotta keep. Now I was gonna wrap this goddamn show
I want my mug
up.
shot.
See?
I want my mug shot. I'm gonna pay you.
Okay, kill y'all first. I work at an elementary school.
Wait a minute,
I don't
we
work
gotta
at
get this
I
under
work for a
control.
bank. You know what I'm saying? I work for a bank.
The fuck you talking? Okay,
I work for a bank. I gotta take care of my
this, what's the movie
Y'all not
called?
thinking about this right.
Is it a way we can
Let's just
you know,
go
power
pay
the
that
kids?
night.
That don't work.
What's the movie
out.
called? V for Vendetta?
After they forbid that. Let's just go pay that.
We ain't gonna go throw pain at it.
I
B.
want to make value.
The movie V for Vendetta, right?
Right.
Right.
The
only way that shit
shit
work.
pay that.
Is when everybody came together, right?
You want to throw pain at me.
We doomed.
No. That's blackface.
It's not good.
That's why I said
Put
blackface
blackface
to get
on.
money.
Right, is there any other options we have?
Pulling the statue down is an option. Everybody shut the hell up.
We're going to get a bass to do it.
Shut your ass
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm not playing a bass to do it though. I'm not paying a bass to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got money. I do that.
If you want to statue down, we got
Everybody out
I
there,
got
Brown
to do
Nation.
some shit.
This why we ain't never went. Y'all talking about the American dream and all that? Freedom gone. What they
Well,
say?
bitches get
It's
money.
getting, but
Yeah.
it's getting pulled
This
out.
why me
right?
and Tank. This why me and now if y'all want to go out there, dead ass though. If y'all want to go with Take 'em Down Jackson, go out there and protest.
Yeah, they're gonna be out there.
That's what they're gonna be out there 3:00 next Saturday. From this Saturday, they're gonna be out there. Y'all go
Is that
protest
excuse
whatever.
to be late?
But this is why me and
I
Tank.
might have to work.
This why me and Tank gonna be fucking bitches and getting money.
Hey, but
Cause y'all niggas,
Y'all might go and
we can't even get together. These niggas literally come over here to hear the pro-black podcast. This nigga is a part of it. And they're like, I work at a bank. That's a good job. I can't spend 12 hours in jail to vandalize a state property statue.
I got stuff to do.
Trying to fuck my shit up, boy.
I gotta pay my bills.
What happened?
You want to go throw pain at it?
I don't even know what that is.
Anyway, let's go throw pain at it about 3 o'clock this morning.
Yes, why do you keep
Do you want to throw pain at it? That's, at least be talking about doing something. We
Alright.
really-
I mean, defacing, that's fine.
From the car.
Brothers and Podcast,
I use
episode number
gloves. They
50.
gotta prove that I did.
In the book. Tank, before we get back into the statue shit. Final thought.
Final thoughts. My final thoughts is when we talking about the school shit and the system and what I mean, niggas get mad at it, but it is what it is because ain't nobody gonna change the damn system. The system need a radical change. It ain't gonna happen. And if it do change, it ain't gonna be in my damn lifetime. So,
True.
fuck me for money.
Fuck bitches get money.
Brittany, final thought.
Try not to catch that.
I'm sorry, I was on that fuck bitches getting money thing today. Fuck bitches getting money. Final thought, actually, y'all follow Brothers and Podcast. Follow us on all social media sites.
Hey.
You know, we are starting to pop. We starting to get popping on Instagram, getting them followers up. We also getting popping up on Twitter, getting those followers up. So y'all share, like, subscribe, YouTube, or any of y'all podcast providers. We're trying to be out there and have good conversations. No conversations are off limits. Other than that, I'm about action, but I gotta go to work. I gotta support my child. I'm a single mother. I'm on the north side.
My final thoughts is, if you ain't about that life, get out that life.
I'm gonna end it like this.
If you ain't about that life, get out that life. I don't want no more niggas in my woke train that ain't woke. Cause when the Dementors come, okay, this is a Harry Potter reference. Shout out to everybody like Harry Potter. When the Dementors come, I need to know you ready to throw that wand. I can't have you being like, well, you know, the Death Eaters, whoop, I got a good job at the fucking Magic Council. I can't be fucking it up. That nigga is in charge.
He's gonna be working in the sweat.
They don't know what I'm talking about?
Making breakfast
Okay, if you ain't about that life, get out that life. Because I can't have niggas, when it's time to fight, be like, I can't fight today and get the referral. Can we fight this nigga tomorrow? No, we need to fight this nigga right now in the lunchroom, bro. They know what I'm talking about now, Squinchie? Because that make more sense, right? If we say we gonna jump that nigga Jamal tomorrow, bro, because what he did to Tim and them, that was fucked up. And we be like, yeah. And then when it's time to jump Jamal, then you like, I can't get a referral again, bro. I can't fuck with y'all niggas, man. Bro, I can't get a referral, bro. I had C's last week. My daddy don't play that. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man.
Fuck you niggas.
The Confederacy is a treasonous organization against America. Okay? It also enslaved your people. Rip them statues down. Fuck they statues. Piss on them statues. Matter of fact, if we go down there and they say they tie that bitch with a rope and pull it down, I'll piss on it on the internet. I don't give a fuck.
You got that.
What? Okay, so my arrest record said that I vandalized a statue that's about bigotry and treason. I'm about that life. Anywho,
At least that.
yeah. What y'all do for y'all people? Anywho, we'll go another 30
So we're not
anyway.
gonna throw pain at it?
Shut your ass up, D.
Do you criminalize?
Shout out to the gantry. We appreciate all you done.
Say no, we're not gonna throw pain
I
at
got a
it.
paintball gun.
Yeah, we gonna throw paint at it.
I
No,
got a
we're
paintball
not.
gun.
We don't need a paintball gun. I'm going to Sherman Williams, and I'm gonna get red, black, and green, and we gonna put that shit right over the top.
RBG squad.
You ain't gonna be there.
No, I'm gonna be
You said you got a job at the bank.
It's got to be
I'm in
at
the
night.
car.
Would you at least steal us the money so we can buy the paint?
See, what I do,
Alright,
I
now
deal
you're
with,
going too far.
right, I deal with
Yeah,
mortgages and default, like niggas that we
Shit,
talk
like
to,
I deal with
like collections, you know,
Well, default they mortgage on the paw, so they can take
they
it
already in
down.
collections, nigga, they already need default.
Yeah. Tank,
Yo,
what's your Black History figure for this week? As you tap on the thing to get time to think about it. Y'all niggas got on me for the first 3 weeks of this shit. Cloud me talking about I forgot. And y'all ain't remember for the last month.
No, I always have
I
somebody.
always got some blind.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Luther Campbell, the great.
The great Luther Campbell.
The great.
I feel like when we do this, you could just say a nigga name, and it's gonna be when you look it up, you can be like, man, shit, David Jenkins. You know, like the nigga did.
Well,
The great David Jenkins, my nigga, shout out.
well, the
Nigga
great-
go look it up like, oh shit, that nigga has been his
The
snippets.
great Uncle Luke got the two lies through the reason why niggas are saying shit on the regular now because he took it to the goddamn.
That's actually pretty good because he went to the Supreme Court for the parental advisory.
Not just for
thing.
rap, a whole
Shout out
bunch of
Luke
shit.
Campbell.
Motherfucking Luther Campbell.
I want to say it might be
Shake
Kendra's favorite
with your
rapper
mama
of
again. It
all
is.
time. Uncle Luke.
Uncle
Shake
Luke.
with your mama again. Yeah. Hey. Kendra getting ready to twerk right now.
Don't stop, put that pussy, let me see you do the rap.
We planned that. Well, we planned that at the Confederate Monument.
You know that nigga on that part.
Hey, just so everybody that like that part, we planned it at the take them down thing.
There you go.
We gonna pop that pussy right on top of that statue. Brittany, what's your Confederate figure before you go to work at the thing?
You such an asshole. I got a few swirling around in my head, but I'm gonna bring on one that y'all talked about, that the
As long as you
hotel,
don't say Gail Kill, I'm good.
the hotel nigga brought up last week, Mansa Musa.
That's a motherfucking Musa.
No about that, no about, you asked for my figure.
I ain't gonna talk shit
No,
about
I
Mansa
ain't
Musa.
got nothing to talk. I just wondered if I should allow hotel antics on this show. We need a hotel
But I was
co-host.
also thinking, I was also thinking about Allen Iverson too.
We need to get a hotel to come appear on the show. Let me tell you something, my brothers and sisters, about the Egyptian kings and the
Gary is not a hotel, but I can see what he
and
is.
the powers that come from your knees that you get on to pray to Ra. Do you know what Ra mean, nigga? You hotel niggas trash. Y'all the garbage of the garbage.
You out your mind. This little nigga that's gonna ride.
They is gonna ride now. I'm just talking about your belief system.
They kind of radical now. These radicals.
I ain't worried about that. They all radical, but my thing is your belief system is crazy. Hotel shit. You gotta look into it.
Gotta
dawg.
look into it,
Gotta
though.
look into it. 'Cause when you look into that
Gotta look
shit,
into it.
hey, all right. So y'all kind of fucked up who I wanted it to be, because I feel like the person I was gonna use is not significant enough because of the Confederate thing that we was talking about just now. I want to switch it up,
Mhm.
but since I ain't got time to research it, I'm not gonna switch it up.
But spit it out or swallow it. What? What
I
do
don't
you
know if I want to spit it out or not.
That's what she
Well,
said.
hey,
No, I'm just playing.
bro, listen,
That's
what
I'm
she
just
said.
playing. Episode number 50.
I hate this nigga take over the show. Every time he take over the show, he fuck it up. You can't be in charge of the direction of the show at all, bro. You like,
That's why I don't.
okay, now this is gonna be a polarizing figure, but I want you to look them up just so you can know.
Figures always gotta have an
You can
intro.
say one of these old cool ass niggas that was
Actually,
judges back then.
no, I just want you to look them up so you can know about African politics. Idi Amin.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah, look it up. Look up the good and the bad.
Okay.
Or whatever, and look up Idi Amin and what he meant to African politics back in the
The
day.
French motherfucker was bowing down
There's a
and
lot of bad in there.
I ain't saying it's a lot of good or bad. I just tell the niggas look it up, go read about it.
and the white people is all bad.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you gotta look into it,
Yeah,
bro,
we get to it.
or whatever. Oh man, they'll say that about Gaddafi too, wouldn't they?
Mhm.
But niggas love Gaddafi. I know you Hotep niggas right now, like, yeah, Idi Amin, you back on my side, nigga. I see you Hotep niggas at Confederate Park. I'm bringing Krispy Kremes for anybody that show up, but you gotta pull the
You can't
statue.
do donut shop?
I'm sick of bringing shit. This might be her last show, y'all. Like, for real, for real. For real. She got too much time in at the bank. Brothers Podcast, episode number 50. I'll see y'all niggas at the statue. But until the end, as always, all power to the people. Peace.
All power to the people. That's what I forgot.
I told you, you fucked it up.